Finally guys, I have the Tecno Camon 20 and all the mysteries in this device will be busted in this video. Many of you have been waiting for this review because of the first impression video on the Camon 20 that I made earlier. I know. Let's talk about that later in this video. Camon 20 surprisingly comes with an on-display fingerprint scanner, which is highly unusual for the cheapest phones in any Camon series. The display, which is also unusual, is AMOLED with a great always-on feature. Storage is not a problem for the Camon 20. With 256 gig of storage, I doubt if you will ever need an external SD card, except you are really good at consuming storage space. You also get 8 gig of RAM on this device, plus additional 8 gig through virtual memory. These are just the surface features, and I can tell you that these specs are really good, especially that the price is only 133,000 naira. That is the official price though, so expect that retail stores will sell a bit higher. For 133,000 naira, the packaging seems disappointing. I can feel that there is a big empty space inside. But who cares about packaging these days? With the Camon 20, you get 1.5 gig of data for free and double the amount of data you purchase for 6 months from MTN. You also get up to 120 gig of data bonus in 12 months from 9 Mobile. Finally, you get 5 gig of data with only 1,000 naira if you are using Airtel. I guess if I'm buying this phone, I'll just register all these networks to get this data benefit. The first item in the box is the phone, wrapped in a normal fashion. Let me just turn it around and look at the back. I will come back to it later. Then it has a nice semi-flexible protective case. This one is a bit hard to wear on the phone, but looks so wonderful when you eventually put it on. There is an 18-watt charging brick here, a Type-C USB cable, an earpiece, and a SIM eject pin. Now back to the phone. All the phones in the Camon 20 series have stunning designs. This one right here has a diamond-like pattern similar to the Infinix Hot 30i and Hot 30 Play, but the design of the Camon 20, ouch, is so much better. This is a combination of elegance and sophistication, or should I say sophisticalegance? Maybe we should consider adding that to the dictionary. However, those with high taste for design will find this ingenious. It has a leather design, which is this one, and a glass design. But for both designs, their sides are shiny but attracts fingerprints a lot. So tell me the design you like the most in the comment section. In the first impression video I made about a week ago, I talked so much about the design, so check it out. The link is in the description. Also, I have all the phones in the Tecno Camon 20 series and all the phones in the Tecno Spark 10 series. Now here's what will happen. You're going to tell me what video to make next in the comment section. Either I review all the phones in the Tecno Camon 20 series or I review all the phones in the Tecno Spark 10 series. You can also comment that I make a review between the Tecno Camon 20 and the Tecno Spark 10. And if you have any specific area in mind you want me to focus on, you can also add it to your comment. As always, you decide, I deliver. So hit that like button and subscribe to this channel if you've not already done so. Camon 20 comes with a triple camera setup at the back. The primary camera is 64 megapixel. I have a lot to tell you about this camera, so let's start with the night mode. This is the best night mode camera I have reviewed yet. This is what normal pictures taken in the dark looks like. If I switch to night mode, wait for it, here you go. The night mode makes the picture clearer and brighter than my expectation for this camera. Talking about pictures in the dark, it even gets better, because the night mode with its super enhancement features is nowhere near the best quality you can get from pictures in the dark with this camera. With a super bright quad flashlight, the camera AI mode can produce extremely clear pictures taken in the dark with near accurate color. Usually, if you depend on the camera's flashlight to take pictures in the dark, you get near black and white pictures. So how did Tecno manage to do this? If I didn't take these pictures myself, I would have concluded that they were taken in daylight. Then it has the portrait mode, and for the first time, you can manually adjust the focus level. The portrait mode has lots of customization. In fact, the reason why there is no beauty mode here is that it is actually inside the portrait mode. So while you are able to adjust the focus level on the portrait mode, you can also make tons of other adjustments such as slim body, slim waist, slim leg, and even slim butt. I mean, Bum Bum now have slim effect. It also has so many facial effects that can transform your face from this to this. In the AI camera mode, you can choose to activate the 64 megapixel sensor or not, and you will still get great pictures. There is a button at the top for activating the 64 megapixel sensor. Activating it has one big advantage. If you zoom in on pictures, you still get clear detail. With this 64 megapixel shot, I can easily see the word Visa under ATM in the picture. This is not possible if you take the shot without the 64 megapixel sensor. For those who want to take a high resolution pictures that will be printed on a large poster, activating the 64 megapixel sensor will be very helpful. In general, the camera of the Camon 20 produces quality pictures with natural color. I can only imagine how much better the 108 megapixel ultra-wide camera of the Camon 20 Premier 5G will be. This is what slow motion videos looks like on the Camon 20. Not the perfect slow motion camera, but so much better than what I normally see in other cameras. For video recording, you can go as far as 2K at 30 frames per second. Now the good part of this camera is that before you start recording, you can manually adjust the focus of your background to your taste. That means you get to choose how much blur you want on your background before you start recording. You can even adjust the facial features of the person in the frame before you start the video. Once you start recording, you can also adjust the focus, but with fewer options. I can choose to focus on the main subject or the background. In order for the focus not to switch automatically, I can lock the focus on my desired subject by touching on the subject for 2 seconds. Now, let's talk about the display for a moment. This is an AMOLED display with an always-on feature. Even when it seems like the display is off, the fingerprint scanner will always be there. You can also set the always-on display to indicate the time and show some really good graphics. This display is almost bezel-less, so you have almost the entire front as a screen, which is cool for a 133K phone. It offers a 1080 by 2400 resolution. The display is so bright, so you don't have to worry about struggling to view content under sunlight. The combination of the DTS speakers and the true-to-life images makes this display a very good choice for watching movies, and the speakers are loud enough with good qualities as well. Let's check it out. I noticed that the performance of this microphone is a little below the average. I will not rely on the audio recorder of this device as much as I will rely on an iPhone's audio recorder. This is the Tecno Camon 20 and it is time to test the microphone's quality. Let's see if the sound that will come from this microphone will be good enough for recording, if it is something we can rely on. Tecno is even claiming that the Camon 20 can handle up to 18 apps simultaneously without lagging or overheating. It has a cooling system that prevents it from overheating while maintaining excellent performance. This is surely what is expected of a device with a 255,324 AnTuTu benchmark score. I downloaded a handful of games on the Camon 20, including eFootball, PUBG, Vector, and Asphalt Car Racing. They all performed above the average. Honestly, no overheating or lagging issue occurred during the time I played games on this device. As for battery consumption when gaming, this is something you can rely on. And because it comes with a Helio G85 processor, the battery power will not reduce anytime soon. For those within this budget, the Tecno Camon 20 is definitely a good buy. Now, about the challenge in the first impression video, I wasn't expecting so many of you to get the answer. Usually, Nigerians don't like doing their homework, but what I did not realize is that once prizes and free giveaway are involved, they don't joke with researching for the right answer. Usually, within the first 48 hours of publishing a video, the most amount of comments I get is not up to 50. But once I mentioned win a prize in that video, I got about 500 comments within the first 48 hours. So many of you made the right answer beyond my expectation. And if I should go by the prize I intend, only a few persons will actually win something, whereas there are over 50 persons that got the right answer. To get to as many people as I can, I will be sending only 1K airtime. To so many of you, this is so disappointing, and I know. To compensate for this, I will be rolling out another challenge with a better reward. I will make it very difficult so only a few persons will get the right answer. Click the link in the description to download a file that contains the list of individuals with the right comment. You will also find a WhatsApp number in the file, so send your phone number and your username over on WhatsApp. You can also send your bank account details if you prefer bank transfer over airtime. Ask me any question over this in the comment section and I will be sure to answer. This is the review video of the Infinix Hot 30i. If you click this video right now, you will still meet me there again.